G'day everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Umbaglo, and with me once again is...
Nicolomaniac. Hello, Internet.
Hello! So, last time we finished off the Nimbus III storyline, and now we are on to what was originally the second main story arc in Star Trek Online, and which means we have moved away from the Klingon front, and now we're going to go start dealing with the Romulans.
Damn dirty space elves.
Yeah, which used to be a bigger deal in the original game. However, I think that some of these storylines might have changed slightly for the expansion.
Yeah, I haven't done them since then. If nothing else, a lot of the stuff we learn here is fleshed out a lot more on the Romulan side.
Yes, yes they are. Anyway, so first thing we need to do, though, is we need to pick up a fellow at Starbase 114, one of our favorite places. And we need to drop him off at Starbase Sierra 32. So since the two of us happen to be just floating outside of Starbase 114 anyway.
It's like we planned to start here or something.
Yeah. How convenient is that?
Yes. Though at this stage, I actually have to ask a question about how Starfleet names their space stations. Because they got 114, they got Sierra 32, they got Deep Space K7, they got Deep Space 9. Assuming there is a Deep Space 1 through 8.
I'm sure there's a naming scheme somewhere.
I'm sure. I'm just wondering what the hell it is.
You know, it's probably related to either the order they were built or where they are.
Mm-hmm.
The deep spaces are almost all the ones that are just Starbase are within a sector so far of Sol system.
Yeah.
So I mean, all of those are pretty close. Whereas all the ones that are named deep space are kind of obviously in deep space.
Go figure. Yeah, it's mostly the Sierra 32 that really gets me. Why the Sierra? That's what I'm wondering.
It is close to some galactic thing called Sierra something or other.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It also brings up the question of what Klingons name their stations, whether they number them or whether they give them names based off honored dead warriors. Something
there is something. I mean that's something that we'll obviously see more when we go to the Klingon side.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here's the fellow. Oh, Starbase 39 Sierra.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna take him to that starbase, but if you aren't someone who has seen the J.J. Abrams movie, you can then ask him about why did Romulus explode.
Bad stuff, man. Bad stuff.
Yeah, which is actually something that they cover actually quite a lot in this game. They didn't cover it a lot before, but they. With the Romulan story in the game, they've fleshed out why it happens quite a bit more.
Yeah, they also cover some of the stuff the prequel comic to the Abrams movie did, like the Nero's ship basically being retrofitted with a bunch of Borg tech. So no, it wasn't just a mining ship that happened to be able to kick the crap out of military vessels just because it's 100 years later.
Well, a lot of stuff happens in the future.
Yeah, but on one hand, yes. On the other hand, where are we going? Alpha Centauri, so I want to go up. On the other hand, it's not like a mining machine from nowadays can beat the crap out of a tank from 100 years ago. So
I don't know. I bet some of those mining machines could.
Maybe. Well, the thing is, a mining machine doesn't have weapons.
But tanks from 100 years ago barely had weapons themselves.
True.
They barely had armor.
I don't know, World War One era tanks, ish.
A lot of those were just like cars with
Yeah,
plates with
I
plates
guess
mounted
so.
on them.
I guess so. Or a fishing boat from now versus a battleship from back then or something. I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, yeah, comic explained it as Borg tech.
Well, yes, and the not to uh, not to make a big deal about it, but a lot of the Romulan storyline in this game includes Borg tech.
Yes.
They don't quite make a big secret about it.
Because screwing with Borg tech is bad and we have to stop you. Until we get to endgame and we get Borg tech ourselves, then it's perfectly okay.
Yeah, is clearly a good idea as long as
Yes.
we are using it.
Yes.
And those Borg tech mods, they look really good on your ship too. Yeah, so just over there is Sierra Outpost 2,
Okay.
and then here is Starbase 39 in the Sierra system.
Yeah, that makes more sense. They just presented it weirdly.
Yeah.
So I guess we want to enter Sierra system. Yeah, here we go.
Anyway, so we need to fly a bit closer.
Speaking of Borg models, isn't this Galaxy X here kind of outfitted with Borg stuff, or just go?
Oh, geez, I didn't notice, but yeah, it probably was. Because if someone's using a Gal X at this point, they were probably playing back before the reputation system, so they probably at the very least got the Borg console, which is one of the best consoles in the game.
Just takes a while to get.
Now it takes a while to get.
Back then, didn't.
Back then it was a mission reward.
Oh, okay.
Like
Lucky.
It's like for a soloable mission.
Lucky.
Yeah.
You gotta spend like hours grinding out marks and stuff.
Yeah, it is definitely more costly now, but well, that one I guess isn't quite fairer, but the other ones are a little bit fairer to get.
Are you already on here?
Yeah, I'm already on here.
Okay. I was waiting for you.
Oh, well, I was waiting on you.
Well, okay. Actually, I was staring at somebody I think basically made their attempt at making John Travolta from Battlefield Earth in this game.
Okay,
if they're still there when we get back, I'll point them out. But that is the best guess I have at what they were trying to make.
Oh, here he is.
You know, we didn't actually have to like bring him here specifically, but he's here. I bet you if we went back to the Earth Starbase, he'd be there too.
Yeah, probably. Okay, and now he just. Oh, and that's completed that mission. So now we've got our next one. Since we happen to be here in Alpha Centauri, we might as well help out with some problems with the Romulans.
Yes, we can totally do that.
In fact, we are looking to investigate someone who's looking to sell intelligence to the Romulans. That is a bad thing.
Dastardly fiends.
So we should...
Selling intelligence to an organization that studies and spies on intelligence. Madness.
Investigate rumors of Klingon intelligence.
That is one of the funniest duty officer missions.
Yeah, it was a typo when it was added as a duty officer mission, but it was so hilarious that Cryptic added another duty officer mission with the right name and just left that one in the game. I think they might have also changed the flavor text around it so that it is more appropriate for what the name is.
Will not fix this bug. Too funny.
Will not fix. Too funny. Oh, that seems like a terrible place to warp in.
From a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like Star Trek or Star Wars, where if you hit something going at light speed, you kind of splatter into a billion pieces. I would assume it's similar, but I don't know how the mechanics work.
Anyway, so this place is normally used by a lot of smugglers, so we're going to scan these 4 caches of smuggled goods in order to find what we're looking for in the last one, because that's what you do in an MMO.
Yes. There is, in fact,
also
a later mission involving the Cardassians where you have to scan 4 things, and it's actually in a specific one. It's just you don't figure out until after you scanned it.
Also, we've got Orions to blow up.
We do have Orions. We thought they would go away after the Klingon story ended, but nope.
No, they actually stick around everywhere, which is actually fine. There are a bunch of there are achievements for killing a bunch of Orions, so it's good that they show up a little more. And they are you're pretty much going to find Orions whenever the mission kind of mentions that you are going to be fighting pirates, and regardless of the phase of the story, like there's going to be pirates in the universe.
Because there's only one gang of pirates in this universe.
And that's the Orions.
Yes.
Since I'm still... did you get back in combat?
Yeah.
Right.
I was like flying around an asteroid to get in the line of sight of this guy.
That's fine. I was going to say, like, if you weren't in combat, you could have just scanned the objective and gotten that cleared, but that's okay.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Like, this is basically 2 groups worth of Orions that we're taking care of here.
Yeah. I got him in my warp plasma trail.
Yeah, that stuff is great.
Nice.
Yeah, eject warp plasma is actually a very useful skill. It is more useful in PvE, but there are some in PvP, but there are some PvE missions where it is super useful. One of which is a special task force mission that we will show off probably much later.
Conduit? Or Kittimer?
No, Kittimer Accord.
Cryptically asking because I know which special task force missions there are, kind of thinking of when it could be useful.
Yeah, it's something that is not. There isn't really much point in talking about it right now.
Yeah, we can't even do it until like we're 45. So.
Yeah. The bare minimum level we need to be in order to do any of these special task force missions is 45.
And also at 45, we'd probably just be flailing around while people who are much better equipped and more competent at killing things due to level do it.
Yeah. They are one of the, for all intents and purposes, you can consider them the endgame dungeons of Star Trek Online. And I find the space ones to be an incredible amount of fun.
Yeah, they are fun. I have not done any of the ground ones.
The ground ones, like, they may be better now, but the ground ones are, for the most part, terrible. It's like, one of the things that I find to be the most fun about the space ones is that you can crank through them fairly quickly. They have about a 1 hour cooldown, but you can do each one in about 15 minutes or less. The ground ones theoretically are also doable in 15 minutes because they have similar 15-minute timers for their secondary objectives, but like they just, with the way ground combat works in this game, they just feel like they take so much longer. Because like some of their secondary objectives are not beat the mission in 15 minutes plus do this thing. It is do this thing, that is towards the middle or the end of the mission in 15 minutes. And then you got to get to the end of the mission and clear it.
Yeah.
So.
It's not like you like the drops are more appropriate for ground, but if you were just looking for the reputation, quote unquote, tokens, marks, whatever you have them.
Yeah,
to,
like that
to
was
get
that
ground
was
equipment. You can just do either.
Yeah, like that was part of the reason why I also didn't do them before the reputation system. Like, the point of doing them was to get the end game ground gear, and then the reputation system came around, and the reason you did them was to get marks that were basically agnostic. They were an item that you used to build reputation with that faction, and it was the same marks regardless of whether you did ground or space. So I was like, why should I do ground missions anymore?
Yeah.
Like, they just take so much longer and they are not as much fun.
So basically, at end game you can basically completely ignore half the game.
Yeah, they've put stuff in that is interesting for ground combat, but I am not that big of a fan of. I guess part of it is that I'm not that big of a fan of doing it solo, and a lot of the end game ground content is either forced people parties or you solo, and that's just not that much fun.
Plus, to be perfectly honest, if you want to play a ground sci-fi game, there are better options.
Yeah, like Cryptic has a ground combat mode in this game because stuff happens on the ground in the shows and movies, so they kind of felt that they had to at least have something. I kind of wish that what they had was better, and in fact it would be kind of nice if maybe they were able to take some of the tech that they used for Neverwinter and bring it back over here, but that may be far too much of a rework of the systems for them to consider worth the effort.
Yeah, I gotta figure that would be a lot of work.
That would be a lot of work. I think it would be really cool and would make their ground combat a lot more interesting. But reworking everything to make that be a good idea, probably not a good idea.
It's at least far too time consuming for the payout.
Yeah.
Or too little payout, I should say. So, one more group over here.
Like, we didn't have to kill this group, but
yeah, we do.
Well, okay, if you say so. You know, they are pirates.
Yeah, we're protecting the space lanes.
Yep.
The only piracy around here shall be of the software or music variety.
Oh, you would do that.
No.
I know your wily ways.
Nah, I stay legit.
Yeah, yes you do.
You know, barring like ROMs, but that doesn't count because those are like 15-year-old games. So. I'm not talking like, you know, Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country. I'm talking like really obscure crap like Seiken Densetsu 3 or basically any Super NES era Super Wars game.
Oh.
Plus, you know what? Killing these pirates gives us XP, and that's what's important in life.
That is what's important. Well, maybe not quite so important because with the way we've been gaining levels, we are going to be max level long before we reach the end of the story.
That's okay. Well, actually, while I'm firing lasers at these guys, this mission is recommended minimum level 26. I am 29, so
You should probably heal yourself or explode.
well, that's what I get for looking at the mission recommended levels while I'm being shot at.
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Why did you do that?
Let
Why did you think that was a good idea?
Because I didn't think I was getting shot at by more than one thing. So I will be right back there after coming back from being dead. Actually, to my right. Sec.
Yeah, the checkpointing in the game is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was more me not reading the map.
They usually like in big maps like this where the objectives are spread out all over the area, they usually have a checkpoint either before each objective area or after each other objective area.
Yeah. It's always fun to kind of, explode and then come back and shoot them.
Yeah, the death penalty in this game is a little on the goofy side, or I should say the lack thereof.
Yeah, if you die enough times in one mission, you will suffer a injury type thing on your ship.
I don't think they do that for normal missions, though.
One of the Romulan side missions, which is I'm convinced up and down that this mission is currently bugged due to how difficult it is. I think I died about a dozen times before I got an injury.
Think I know. I think I know the mission you're talking about, and I think they just fixed. I think they fixed that a little bit ago.
Yeah,
it has to. When I did it, it was not that bad.
The guys who made Battletoads would look at that mission and say, "That's a little tough."
Yeah, that's something that I will probably remember to mention when we do get to that mission.
If you don't, I will.
Yeah. But well, that entire the arc, the few missions up leading to that one though, those missions are a little too hard solo.
See, I didn't have trouble with any of the others aside from just that last one, which only time in this game I have cursed the screen.
I'll mention some of my problems with them to you when we're done recording because there's no point in talking about missions that we'll get to. Well, who knows? But yeah, it might be a year.
Well, it depends on whether we do Romulans or Klingons next.
Yeah. Which will be left up to the viewer.
If the viewers don't decide, coin toss.
Yeah.
So where is that last stash? There it is.
Yep. But we gotta...
This is kind of a grindy mission just with all the pirates.
Yeah, I mean,
you're right. We could skip them.
You could just totally skip these pirates and just blitz through the mission pretty quickly, but
we haven't got to use our ships in a long while for any substantial amount, so it's okay.
Yeah, we're just on the cusp of a new tier of ships.
Yes, we are. Technically, after this mission, I would be good for one, but
I might level up as soon as we finish this one.
Yeah. But either way,
when we're
probably wait for next week. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
It's a better
the first thing.
Video thing.
Yeah, the first thing that we will do with next week's episode is pick up our new ships. Because we are most definitely going to have... we are both most definitely going to be level 30 by the time...
we will be actual captains.
Yep. Well,
We
the
will be the
rank
rank.
captain.
Yeah, we will be the rank that you theoretically should be before getting a ship.
Actually, well, I mean, I can't speak for Starfleet, but that's actually not true in real life. Some classes of ship in real life actually are captained
Yeah, well, I meant
by
as far as
people
Star Trek.
of under the rank of captain. And I'm pretty sure that is also still true in even Star Trek, because I'm pretty sure that
It's rare. Like Cisco got the Defiant when he was still a commander, technically, and
well, like wasn't like Harry's first ship when he was a commander?
Harry
Kim?
Kim. I don't know. I mostly just know that Harry Kim was like an ensign through all of Voyager.
Yeah, and like
Maybe feel really bad for the guy because it's not like he did anything less heroic than the rest of the cast.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that was like basically the joke on him when he got his ship in that alternate universe as well.
Oh, is that
because
what? Okay,
it's,
I never saw that.
Its name was even like a reference to that, and that ship is also added one of these Sea Store ships in the game, or at least a ship with a ship class with that name is used as a Sea Store alternate.
But yeah, it's possible. It seems to happen, but it's like rare. Because I remember there was a case where Data got a ship, and he's lieutenant commander. So
Yeah,
it is generally by the need, but it's from what I've seen. Usually, it is you get to be a captain, then you get a ship.
I think it might just mostly be because in the Star Trek shows, you tend to be seeing mostly like important ships.
That's true too. Like,
I mean, they're not going to give the captaining of the Starfleet flagship to just anybody.
Yeah, they're going to give it to a Frenchman played by a British actor.
Yeah.
Which is apparently all the excuse that BBC needs to run that show.
Well, he is also knighted, so.
Oh yeah, I'll take any any excuse for them to run something fun and good that's not Doctor Who. I'm just kidding. I'm sure they have lots of good stuff. It's just not up my alley usually.
There is, yes. They
like a lot of the British comedy shows and dramas. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, a lot of it is just because the way they do their storytelling and drama is different from what people in North America are used to.
Partially, in part, it's also partially like even the American equivalents of those shows. I don't watch The American Office or American Life on Mars or American Being Human. So it's not them, it's me.
Yeah, pretty much.
And really, BBC running TNG is like far from the highest network decay I've ever seen. So now we have to find a specific ship.
So let's just start scanning random ships here.
Well, see, one is I'm getting a bunch of freighters, and I'm getting a scan light freighter. I'm wondering if that's it, but it wasn't. So maybe it actually is randomized.
Dun dun dun.
I think I found her. No, that's just more pirates. Don't mind me. Oh, did you find her?
Oh. Yeah, I found her.
Cool. I will be over to help just as soon as I stop being shot at by these pirates.
That's okay. I mean,
Or explode.
I don't think this person is. I don't think the ship is going to take a lot of damage before it is disabled. And then I will be right over there. I mean, it is just a freighter.
Hey, the Millennium Falcon was just a freighter.
Or she'll just blow up instead.
Just remember that. The Millennium Falcon was just a freighter, and you know what it did? Blew up 2 Death Stars.
Apparently
I exploded.
Anyway, I won't. I'm just going to beam down then.
Yeah, I will be right. I'll just skip the pirates this time because we've been shooting pirates for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we need to get moving.
Yes. Well, I think these are a lot of the like older design.
Yeah, this mission has not changed much, if at all, since the original version.
Okay, I just beamed down right with you.
Okay, so the person we're looking for apparently beamed down before her ship exploded. So
I actually remember this one because this was before I realized there was a V key which will point you in the direction you need to go.
Yep. Yeah, that because for a long time in the game they didn't actually quite explain correctly that
the tutorials have gotten a lot better.
Yeah, because the only real tutorial for the tricorder scan is that it will point you towards anomalies. They didn't actually quite explain until much later that the tricorder scan will also point you towards the nearest mission objective in addition to the closest anomaly. So that could have been done a lot. Well, not only the closest mission objective, but the closest interactable item in general. I'm pretty sure it would have pointed me towards this box that I just opened up. In fact, I think that's what it was pointing at. Yeah, that's what it was pointing at.
Yeah. And still, that is a direction as opposed to what I did and just wandered around for like an hour.
Yeah. And once I discovered that it pointed you towards mission objectives, that actually made a lot of the missions where you just sort of wandered around, the randomly, quote unquote, randomly generated missions for exploration.
Yeah.
Which Cryptic refers to as Genesis missions, because that's the tool that they originally used to produce them.
I get it. It's a reference to Star Trek 2 and 3.
Yeah. So that's what those ones there, because of the way the missions for those sort of tended to end up working, it was very useful to be able to go and push the button to say where you needed to go to next, because sometimes it broke.
Yeah. So I find it funny the randomness and criteria for just straight up disintegrating a dude.
Yeah, because you need to.
That is the Starfleet way. Leave no bodies.
Yeah. To disintegrate a guy, you need to use an exploit attack that kills them.
Yeah.
Either
you or one of your AI members is actually very good at that.
Yeah. And it doesn't. And I don't think it's me, because I don't think. Oh no, I am using an exploit attack. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I never actually mentioned this, but all weapons come with an alternate fire mode, and the alternate fire mode comes in one of two varieties. There's a system in the game called expose and exploit, and what it is certain weapons or alternate fire modes will expose an enemy, which leaves them open to basically a critical attack. And if you use an exploit attack while they are exposed, here's a Romulan guy that we're gonna have to fight through. And if you use an exploit attack on an enemy that has been exposed, then the attack does a shit ton of extra damage. and if you happen to kill an enemy with this extra damage, then they disintegrate.
Leaving no body.
Leaving no body.
And no evidence.
I'm pretty sure they leave some evidence.
Shh. You froze me. What a jerk. I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, just shoot him some more.
Actually, he's taking a nice amount of punishment.
Yeah. So, one thing that has been done with Romulans...
I want to move.
Tal Shiar specifically, but Romulans in general, is with
Quick,
the...
someone heal me. Ah, crap. He lit me on fire.
Well, you have your own heals.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so the...
I don't know why I got completely idiotic there for a second. Forgot I could heal.
So, in the... so basically, after the featured episode series, we're just going to cap off this batch of missions. There we go. There he is. Cryptic basically reworked Romulan commander type enemies to have them actually start using Thalaron weapons as like something that they would just do normally. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've captured our traitor and put her on the bridge, and now we're just going to get out of here.
Well, we would, except they're attacking us again.
Yep, so we'd...
and here we encounter one of the most annoying aspects of Romulans, heavy plasma torpedoes.
Oh, yeah, those things. Those things are a pain, but thankfully they are targetable.
They're targetable, but they will... Warbirds, the big warbirds will fire about 3 at a time, and if they hit you with your shields down, you will explode.
Yeah. And in some missions, you will explode even if your shields are up.
Occasionally, yes.
Yeah, like a lot of the elite's special task forces.
Yeah. So they are quite painful. It's helpful to have something like certain science abilities will create like a area effect damage thing that'll kind of suck them in, but...
Yep, or beam weapon fire at will.
Yeah. Thankfully I have.
Yeah, things like mines, torpedoes, mines and those powerful torpedoes, they have an inherent defense bonus on them, which means that they it is significantly harder to shoot them down, which is actually kind of a good thing because for a long time in the game's life, it was actually very easy to shoot down all those heavy torpedoes, which actually made them utterly pointless in PvP. Mm-hmm. Same with mines. In fact, the game also made it super easy to find mines because they just highlighted them as targets on the map. Now they aren't shown up. They don't show up as they don't have the box around them by default anymore.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think heavy torpedoes do, but mines do not.
Heavy torpedoes do, yeah. But the thing with basically the PvP tactic with heavy torpedoes you want to do, from what I can tell, I say having never PvP'd in this game, is essentially get right up to them and fire them.
Oh yeah.
So they have no time to react.
Yeah. And there's a plasma torpedo launcher that you can get at the end game where it shoots normal plasma torpedoes that do that can be targeted and shot down normally. Mm-hmm. But they are just normal plasma torpedoes. The reason that those torpedoes are shoot downable is because you can launch like 30 of them at a time. And apparently this was all a scheme laid up by Section 31 and Franklin Drake. That jerk.
Yes. So we went to find the traitor and found her, and the fact that we found her and think she's a traitor now makes her more credible with the Romulans. Because they think she's a traitor, when she is in fact not a traitor. Franklin Drake's an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
But hey, mission accomplished.
Although what this mission, what Admiral Tanay says about this, like it is actually kind of amusing because she is one of the few people who will actually straight up acknowledge Section 31's existence that isn't Section 31 themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think there's any other situation where anyone other than the person who is directly talking to the... Basically, every other time Section 31 shows up, it is a person from Section 31 who is talking specifically to a person, and that's the only reason you know it's Section 31.
Yeah. So you know how I completely forgot I had heal just now? Don't have heal anymore.
Oh, because you got a better...
Yeah, I got a new kit.
Okay.
Kind of a DPS-y buffy one.
Okay.
Actually,
anyway,
less DPS-y, more like crowd control-y, I guess, but yeah. We'll play around with it.
Anyway, now we are going to help someone set up a ridiculous physics-defying minefield.
Yes. I love these.
So first, we're going to go to Sierra Outpost 2 to pick up the dude in question.
Which is thankfully like right here.
Which is thankfully
we're
literally
right in front of it.
Oh, okay. The new kit I got for that one was actually very, very useful.
What'd you get?
Bunker fortification, so it gives me the shield dome and the shield generator turret.
Nice. So we gotta pick this guy up, and go figure they're being attacked by Romulans.
Go figure. I think also they may have changed the models of these ships for Legacy of Romulus because of the new models for the expansion. Because I'm pretty sure that they had different models for all these ships when the game came out.
It's been so long since I did this last, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, same. I don't quite remember, but I think that they redid all the Romulan warbird designs for Legacy of Romulus, and that would have naturally included the NPC ones. Like especially the Mogai. Like I don't know if there were Mogais, or at least of that design, in the game until Legacy of Romulus.
There were there were at least Mogais because I remember the name being funny.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is they before they were just light warbird, heavy warbird, or whatever.
Yeah, actually, that's probably true. Like they probably didn't have Tavaro in the name.
Well, they have Mogai because, like I said, that's how I remember it.
Yeah, I think Mogai was in. For the longest time, really, and like until Legacy of Romulus, the only real Romulan ship that I put any time into fighting was a Borg version in a special task force.
Yeah. Now, what I haven't seen as an NPC at all are the Tier 5 Romulan ships, the Hanam, the
I
Hapax,
think those ones.
Whatever else.
I think those ones are all only for good guys.
Yeah, my thinking is they are in story essentially made by the Romulan Republic as opposed to the Empire / Tal Shiar force that you're actually fighting.
Yeah, because I think the the Scimitar shows up in a few missions, I think, as an enemy, but that is like a boss enemy. They tend to use the Deredex as the top tier. Yeah. They tend to use that as the top tier Romulan ship if they need a top tier Romulan ship for a regular mission.
They tend to be pretty tough with the, like I said, with the triple heavy plasma torpedoes.
Yeah, the Deradexes are pretty powerful. They're not the most annoying enemy heavy in the game. I think the Breen or ships are the most annoying because they like to use a power that's called subnucleonic beam, and what that one does is it increases the cooldown on all of your bridge officer powers. And like the length of the debuff is pretty lengthy.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds to a minute or something.
Something like that, yeah. And it also keeps like the when you get the debuff off of you, your powers do drop in their cooldown does revert a little bit, but it doesn't revert to what it should have been. So it is still possible for your powers to have a significantly longer cooldown loss on them as a result. So the only way to get rid of them quickly is to use the science team bridge officer ability, which in addition to healing shields also removes many science type debuffs.
So the kind of annoying thing with this mission is we've killed about a dozen guys and still have have not yet defeated a single one of their squadrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think older missions are kind of grindy. I won't lie.
Yeah, just a bit.
I do remember playing through the first time. This whole stretch feeling really long.
Some of these missions are not that bad.
Yeah, they're not bad. It's just they like I said, they feel more grindy than the newer things.
Yeah, a lot of the old missions were very like MMO mission style in design, and then newer ones, or at least ones especially towards the end of the story, felt more like their own stories.
Yeah.
As well, one thing that I found a lot when I was leveling up on my own solo was that a lot of missions tended to feel like episodes of the show by being as long as episodes of the show.
I wouldn't go that far, but
some of them were. Like when I was leveling through some of these for the first time, like a lot of these missions would be an hour long.
Yeah, I suppose we are taking a shorter amount of time, relatively speaking, because there's two of us.
Yeah.
Even though I am wandering off and getting blown up by pirates every 5 seconds.
Like, why would you do that?
Because I'm trying to kill them and I'm apparently not good at it.
No, you're not.
Yeah. So thankfully the second and I guess third squadrons are a bit shorter.
Yeah.
So that's something.
I don't know if I mentioned it because I think this is the first time we're seeing Romulans in this series, but the new explosion effect for Romulan ships is really cool.
Oh yeah, the kind of like black hole that implodes on itself is very nice.
Yeah, they implode on themselves and then explode. I think that is actually a really cool effect.
Makes you feel less bad when you die as a Romulan because it looks cool.
And as well, like for the larger ships, you can't see it as well with the smaller ones, but in the larger ships, you can also see the ship being pulled into the black hole and sort of crunching down. Oh, it looks like some Romulans managed to get onto the station, so we'll just have to fight our way through and rescue the guy we're here to pick up.
Kill as many people as possible. I mean, do the heroic
Romulans.
Starfleet thing and keep the peace. Shifty eyes.
Alright, so we could ask this fellow about the mines, but we're just going to carry on. Oh no, it wasn't a shield generator. I can put down the medical generator and the shield dome. The medical generator is going to be super useful because that lets us
I can do
does
this.
a heal in an area.
I can spread radiation to somebody and make them sick.
Yep.
So I'm actually opposite healing now.
Well, yeah.
My other one is that, which is a cone AoE, like shield damaging thing.
Yeah, that is far more useful at damaging shields than anyone else.
And the last one is a stasis field, which is a crowd control ability, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I've got the medical generator, which is super useful. This one here, which is a phaser turret.
We like phaser turrets.
Yep, the phaser turret is pretty useful. And then the last is...
Hey, Centurion, Centurion, come here.
Oh, okay, no.
Oh, never mind.
I can... yeah, I do have shield generator, which will do shield heals for people that are inside of it. The force field dome, which will give a damage resistance rating for everyone who's inside of it. And then, yeah, the medical generator, which heals everyone who is inside of it.
You are certainly set up to support us.
Yep. Truly a bunker.
Yes. Talk to scientists. They say thank you.
Yay.
Did I go the wrong way?
Yeah, just head back into the hallway, because
Okay, there we go.
we're heading off.
Oh, there you are. Sorry. Here comes your backup. Yeah, my which I hope my Romulan science character has one. I probably hope I get eventually. That is essentially a higher level version of that radiation thing combined with a AoE, essentially plasma fire explosion power.
Oh, that's
So I basically drop those on groups of enemies, and they slowly take damage and die. So
that's pretty awesome.
Fun times.
One thing that is great and hilarious about generators is that you can just toss them all on top of each other.
So you got a shield generator.
Yeah, well, I had. I guess they drew a lot of aggro and then all of them exploded.
Yes, just like me. And apparently you.
Yeah, oh well.
Well, look at this way.
Well-
That time I didn't forget to heal myself.
Come on, you guys. You can come
It's up
here
to
and...
Bajoran Commando lady. Nope.
Okay, yeah, everyone's been knocked out.
We suck.
Where did they... I think they put us on the other end of the room we were just
I
in.
think they did. I've had that happen before.
Whoops. We definitely...
Yeah, a little silliness involving the. So stasis shield works a lot better when I don't immediately shoot the person I just stasised.
Yeah, because it is a weak hold. Anyway, so we need to go in here
Yes.
first.
And kill these guys who killed us before for revenge. It's
Yeah.
the Starfleet way.
That's right. Well, also because they've got a bomb here.
Bombs are also the Starfleet way.
Well, defusing bombs are the Starfleet way. I don't know
Yes.
about setting them.
You defuse
Although-
the bomb, I'm gonna get the spatial anomaly thing here.
Although sometimes we set bombs as well.
Yeah, I can think of a few missions where I set bombs. Roddenberry would probably hate this game. But who cares?
Yeah, maybe.
So
I mean, well, yeah, one of the problems with this game is, in fact, that to make it more gamey, there is a lot less of what you would probably normally see in the shows.
To be completely fair, if you want a completely, true to Star Trek, explore strange new worlds type thing, you are looking at an adventure game.
Yeah.
Or maybe a 4X type game on a societal level.
Alright, so that's the 3 charges. Now we're looking for crates with mines in them, which are hidden in here.
See, I would just take them all.
Well,
sort through it for any contraband. Where is there like an accolade for getting all these scientists up, or what?
There might be. Just rescue them all as you see them.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I may be corrupt and promote theft and murder, but not heartless. Here's the last crate.
Alright.
There's somebody shooting me. Why are they shooting me? There they are. I guess we just missed this one.
Which one?
This Romulan.
This dude? Yeah, maybe.
Because I completed the mission.
Yeah. Well, there's some guys up here now too.
I said return to ship, so we can just beam back to the ship.
Yeah, well, I'm just finishing.
I will get there as soon as I can, so long as I'm not stuck in geometry.
Nah, that's alright. They're all taken care of now.
Okay, fine. I see. You can kill them all on your own.
Alright, now we're going to beam back to the ship.
Yes. Okay, so now we get to actually go set this minefield, right?
Yep. Yeah, so now we're going to finally head to the area where we're going to set this minefield around a transwarp gateway in order to stop Romulans and Klingons from being able to use it. Because these mines are designed to track metals that are used in the construction of not our starships.
I'm sure that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Until you look at all the captains using, in this game, using ships that aren't Federation. So
that aren't Federation.
And in fact, the fact that the Federation now has a bunch of Romulan allies.
Yep. Well, hopefully they're not going to be using that transwarp gateway then.
Yes.
Hopefully.
I'm sure they told them not to go there because there are hundreds of... Are these self-replicating mines? Are these...
I think they actually mentioned that these are self-replicating mines.
The DS9 ignoring the laws of energy mines?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Only the best.
I can't harp on it too much because I like Star Wars and tons of other crap that just ignores or abuses laws of physics. But
yeah, but Star Trek is usually better about those.
Yeah.
Or it is at least internally consistent.
Well, internally consistent, there are self-replicating mines.
Yeah. Right, so we've got... First, we have to blow up some asteroids in here that contain a metal that will fool the sensors in these mines. Because, of course...
So they want to put the minefield here, but there's a metal in the asteroids that messes with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one.
Alright, I'm gonna head left.
I'll head right. And try not to get blown up.
Yeah, don't get blown up by these asteroids.
I wasn't sure if enemies actually showed up or not.
There will be later.
I know there are eventually. I wasn't sure if they did it while you were blowing up the asteroids.
No, they show up after you set the mines. Although it seems like the asteroids that fly off when you blow up the big asteroids, they might have collision and could cause damage.
Well, they would if they didn't fly off in the complete opposite direction of my ship.
Yeah, or in just random ass directions.
certainly says it's around here. Is it hiding from me?
Yes.
Help! I can't find an asteroid in this asteroid. There it is. I found it.
Good man.
Alright, I want to see if I can do something.
Oh, what are you trying to do now?
I want to see if I could basically send a boarding party at the asteroid and have it affect the thing. Okay. There we go.
Okay. Alright, so we've got some beacons here now to set the minefields at. And oh, look, we've got some Romulans at a few of them.
I'm gonna go for the, I will say westmost one, because right and left are relative in space.
Yeah.
Or at least, I don't know which way you're facing.
So, and then over here, I just procced my Nimbus distress beacon, and so you can see I've got three allied ships that warped in and are helping me out.
Yes, I completely remember that I had that.
Might have been useful.
Might have been useful.
It's okay.
No, I did just use it, actually.
Yeah,
I did completely forget we had it those earlier, yes.
Yeah, they unfortunately don't last very long, but they are incredibly useful while they do last.
A little extra DPS never hurt anybody.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's the first of the minefields set up.
I'm working my way there.
I'm heading towards the middle.
I kill slower than you do, so.
Yeah, it's just because you're a cruiser. And
I'm a cruiser.
I'm an escort.
You're a PC, I'm a Mac.
Something like that.
Ho! Veiled insults. Okay. I will go toward the center and back you up. Hopefully I will get there before you kill everything.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think I will. Yeah, I'm gonna. So you always gotta wonder if I feel bad when I send the boarding shuttles over there, then it explodes, taking out the boarding shuttles.
Because you're a jerk.
They're red shirts. They exist, die for me.
Right.
That is all they're there for. So now we have to defend the minefield for 3 minutes.
Yep. Although the 3 minutes is a bit of a misnomer, because while it'll count down, like, it's only 1 or 2 waves of actual enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't even kill the first wave in the 3 minutes, then you don't have to face the second one.
So we can pretty much just sit here and wait it out.
Well, the enemy does actually come to you, like, even if I wasn't moving towards him. And the more enemies you kill, the better.
Yes, death to them all. Why did I hit my eject warp plasma? Oh well.
Why? Yeah, why would you?
I think I thought it was something else. I swear I am not drunk.
Let's see about that.
Send the boarding party shuttles. because I have them.
And they arrive just as that ship explodes.
They're going to search for survivors.
Okay. If you say so.
That took about a minute and a half.
Yeah. So there might be a second wave.
I'm just going to park right here.
Yep. There they are.
So now I will use my eject port plasma right as they are moving near me.
That sounds like a good idea.
I'm going to use some strategery.
So it's possible that they may have adjusted the spawns for this mission, so that we may get a third wave once we take out this one.
Oh well. If we do, we do.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
We made better time on the second wave, though.
Yeah, well, that wave was just like 5 frigates. Like that wouldn't have been difficult. Like that wouldn't have been difficult even if it was just me.
So I'm using the boarding shuttles now, and now they'll work.
Yeah. This time two Deuterodexes is actually kind of hurtful.
Well, we're focusing on one.
Like, yeah, that one melted pretty fast.
What's that? That's handy for you. Or anybody.
Yeah, plus shield rating. Useful for either one of us. But hey, we have
essentially won.
Yep, we saved the minefield. It is now active and will break the laws of physics for all time.
Woo! Take that, physics.
And okay, there we go.
We have won.
We have saved the day. Now we can report back and pick up a bonus.
Bonus.
Congratulations, Captain.
And we have been promoted.
Promotions.
But that is something that we will deal with next time.
Yes. Next time. You should insert the best of both worlds cliffhanger music here. Like in the video.
Maybe.
Okay, so amusingly, right after doing the mission or I should say one after, or two after, the mission that gave us a profession-specific Mark 6 kit reward, we are in fact doing another one that gives us a Mark 8 specific kit reward.
Yep.
Special.
Well, because we've gone from that one that gave us the Mark 6 one was technically for level 29. Now we're getting one that is for level 30.
Yes, I know.
Or 31 or so.
It's more that they're giving us two kits in that quick of succession. I'm just going to transport to Earth to get us our ships next time.
Yeah, I'll head there too. I was just invited to Russian Starfleet.
Der Comrade.
Yeah. But anyway, once I phase into Soul System here, that will be it for this week's episode. Well, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Das Vidanya.